Welcome back. Let's just dive right into it, you know, because I don't even really know how else to start a video.
Who's that girl? Who's that girl? It's Jack.
The boys are out. They went on a little road trip for the night. They'll be back later. And so I'm home alone in the house. And I think this is the first time I've really been like home alone for more than an hour, let's say. And my mind is going to scary places. It is spooky season, and I'm sure you guys are all aware of the wildfires that are going on the West Coast. So the sky is this weird orange tint to it, and there's a lot of smoke, so it's dark. And now it's dusk, so it's getting even darker. Alas, getting scarier. Alas, my fear of everything spooky is really just coming to a head. So I just made my round. Sorry, Scott and Jay. I turned on every single light in this godforsaken house because it is creepy here. And over my dead body will I be in any room that I can see a room where the lights are not turned on, because you know what that means. There's a ghost. I don't make the rules, the ghosts do. And they're in the rooms that no lights are on. They come in the rooms even with the lights on. So let's just keep them out as far as possible. Aside from me filming because 1, I'm home alone, 2, because I'm afraid, 3, I was thinking I'm gonna make myself dinner. So why not take you guys along for the ride? This way you'll get to see what I make for dinner. I'll get to talk to a camera, keeping my mind off of the spooky things that are afoot, and I'll have documentation if something does go in the haunted direction. But we're not going to talk about that anymore because why put that energy out into the universe? There's no point for it. There's no reason. Oh my god. Those stupid things, they get me every single day.
One pathetic sob story later.
Hi guys, we're back. The line at Trader Joe's was in fact very long, but it didn't take as long as I had so hoped it would, and I'm back in the haunted house. But I want to show you what I'm gonna make for dinner. I decided to go the nice lazy route and get me some pre-made Trader Joe's cauliflower gnocchi, and on top of that we are going to use the Trader Joe's pesto, and as a side to complement the dish I'm going to make some Brussels sprouts. While I was there, I picked up the good old everything but the bagel seasoning because it's the best. If you haven't had it, you should try it. My first plan of action for you, if you've never tried it, would be put it on some avocado toast. It's delightful, it's delicious. And then, because it's spooky season, they have some spooky season flavored items that I had to pick up. One of which being Trader Joe's pumpkin rolls. So they're like cinnamon rolls, but pumpkin flavored. And then I saw this on TikTok, non-dairy oat beverage maple flavored. Apparently it tastes like cinnamon toast crunch milk. So if you guys want me to do a fall / spooky season Trader Joe's haul and just get a bunch of these type of items and just do a whole video rating them, it would be my honor. So I just need one person, just one person down below to comment. Please do that. And I'm probably gonna do it even if you don't comment, but you know, we love support. And then this bag, oh, dragon? Mom, if you think you just saw that, no you didn't. Dragon doesn't go on the counters, but she will play with this lovely bag, so there you go. For my Brussels sprouts, I am going to just take out as many as I think I'm going to eat. I'm going to rinse them, and then after I rinse them, I'm going to chop them.
Be sure to get under those fingernails.
Alrighty, so how I chop my Brussels sprouts, I realize that the camera's a little far away, but I am no cooking guru, and this is how we're doing it. I am going to chop the ends off the Brussels sprouts, like so, and then I very carefully slice it down the middle, making sure all of my fingers are out of the way, and boom, I throw out the little butt and I keep everything else, and that's, she went up there again, didn't she? All right, whatever. Can't deal with her now. I love Brussels sprouts. I think they're delicious if cooked properly. If they're not cooked the right way, then they're just not good. You have to make sure they're crispy but also a little bit soft. I mean, they can either be like through and through crispy and they're delicious, and a lot of restaurants do that, or I like to make the outsides crispy and the inside still kind of soft and tender. Kind of like me. I'm crispy on the outside and really soft and tender on the inside. Guys, I changed my mind. When you cut the butts off, flip it so it's nice and sturdy, and then cut it. Oh my god. Mom, that didn't happen. That was an illusion. That was a ghost. She just does what she wants. I try to tell her no, and she's just so cute. I now understand why some parents let their kids get so spoiled, because when you look at that cute little face and be like, oh my God, I birthed you. How can you tell them no? You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you no. I'm gonna put you away while I cook.
Soon after.
Okay, now it's pitch black outside. I should probably give you guys a little background story. I have never personally had a spooky encounter. I've never seen a ghost. I've definitely thought that I've heard things, but I don't know if I actually have. It could just have been my imagination. But I am such a believer that ghosts are real and they walk among us. And if you have a ghost story, please comment it below. I would love to read it because I love scary stories, even though they scare me so much. I just won't sleep at night. That's okay. You can sleep when you're dead and become a ghost and haunt people. But yeah, no. So I think they're so interesting, and I have friends who have ghost stories, random people that have ghost stories, and I'm just, you know, it's real. They're real. And the more I talk about it, the more my heart is racing because it's really dark. This whole house is filled with windows too. Like windows, windows, windows. So even though all the lights inside are on, it is pitch black outside. All right, so I'm boiling the water for the gnocchi. As per my last cooking video, I found out that when you add salt to the water, it actually makes it boil slower, not faster. So I haven't done that. And now I'm going to, while that boils, put my, what are these called? Brussels sprouts on the pan. Basically what I do is I take all my chopped up goodies and I put some olive oil, avocado oil, whatever kind of oil tickles your fancy. Put it on the pan and make sure they're all coated, not drenched, just lightly coated. Then I take some onion powder and garlic powder. Shake. I'm losing all my brain cells as every day goes by. Shake all the garlic powder and onion powder on it. Fry it up and just keep flipping them and flopping them and make sure they get toasty woasty. Yeah. Okay, while I play with the Brussels sprouts, I figured let me tell you about the only two stories that... Oh my God. In the window reflection, I saw Jeff's cutout in this window right here. And also, you guys know I'm very bad at multitasking, so this is gonna be a wild ride. So the scariest story that I have that I think could potentially involve ghost activity. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot about this story. It's 100% ghost activity and I'm so scared. Oh, I'm scared just thinking about this story. So when I was in high school, I was a lifeguard for 5 years at this really nice country club. Because it was a really nice country club, there were a lot of very rich members, and some of them would ask me if I would babysit because they saw how I interacted with their kids already, and they were like, oh, perfect, will you babysit? And I also babysat, so I said yes. Well, this one family in particular that I actually loved, they're great, they would ask me to come babysit, and then we got so comfortable with each other that when they would go on family vacation, they would ask me to just stay at their house and house sit and watch their animals because they had 2 dogs and a cat. Obviously I would say yes, even though I was afraid every single time because this was a big, beautiful mansion on a huge lot of land, so there was really no houses right immediately next to me, and it was on a horse farm. I don't know what it is about horse farms, but horse farms are so scary. I think it's because one of the first scary movies I ever saw that still is absolutely terrifying to this day is The Ring, and I don't really remember if they were on a horse farm, but I know horses were in the movie, and I don't know, it's stuck in my brain, and horse farms are scary. I'm like looking at the gnocchi, oh my God, there are so many noises. I am scared, but we're gonna trek on. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get there. It was nighttime. I went downstairs. I let so there was Daisy, Delilah, and another dog, which I'm sorry, I forgot the other dog's name. The main characters are Daisy and Delilah. Daisy was the cat. Delilah was the small, really, really outgoing dog. And the other dog, which I just can't remember the name. She was the bigger dog. She was adorable, but she doesn't play a role in this. So I might need to go back on my ADHD medication because this is tough. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, because in order to really tell you the story and not be distracted, I'm gonna wait till my food's done and I'm gonna tell it to you over a meal.
20 minutes later.
All right, here is the finished product. We have the pesto gnocchi and we have the crispy Brussels sprouts. Let's go tell scary stories now. So, where was I? It was the evening. It was probably like 11 o'clock at night, let's say. I went downstairs, the two dogs came with me, I let them out. Turned off all the lights in the kitchen and the dining room and everything. Then I called for them to come back in. I'm locking the door. I turn around and Delilah, who's a ball of energy, is just standing at the top of the basement stairs, stoic, not moving. Her ears like pinned back, tail not wagging, just staring down. And I was like, Delilah, like, well, are you okay? I go over and I touch her back. Normally, as soon as I pet her, she's like, I pet her back, nothing, doesn't even move, doesn't even like notice that I started touching her. I was like, what do you see down there? And I look down the stairs and it's just like dark because the stairs where they'd go straight down, the wall was there, and then you could either go left or right, and like the right was the nice part of the basement, the left was the scary part of the basement. So I said, it's a no for me, and I sprinted upstairs to the bedroom I was sleeping in, locked the door, went to sleep. Next day comes around and the mom calls me and she's like, hey Jack, how's it going? How's everything? And I'm just, you know, saying everything's great. Everything's fantastic. We're living our best lives over here. But by the way, something kind of weird happened last night, and if you could just clear it up, like, you know, that would be grand. So I tell her what happened. And she goes, oh, that's because Daisy litter box is in the basement. So Delilah probably saw Daisy run across the bottom of the basement from like the not creepy part to the creepy part. And Delilah knows she's not allowed down there. So she probably just was at the top of the stairs staring down because she saw her. I was like, wow, okay, that checks out. That is the perfect explanation. I feel fantastic. Not afraid anymore. So fast forward to nighttime, 11 o'clock-ish at night again. I go downstairs, let the dogs out, go back in, turn off the lights. Where's Delilah? At the top of the stairs again, staring down. And I'm like, it's okay, Delilah. I bend down to go pet her. It's okay. It's just Daisy. It's just the cat. Don't worry about it. Feeling okay. Still a little scared, but feeling okay. I stand up, turn around. The cat was sitting on the kitchen counter. There were not two entrances or exits to the basement. There was literally no way for her to have been running across the bottom of the stairs, and that's what Delilah saw, so that made her stand so stoic and still. And then all of a sudden she's on the counter of the kitchen. I'm getting so scared just thinking about this. So I was like, nope! And I sprinted upstairs again, locked the door, and went to sleep.
Wow.
And I think, honestly, that was the last time I house sat for there. Well, not because of that story. I don't think they asked me to do it again. To this day, I don't know what she was looking at. And it could have just been a shadow. It could have been her thinking that the cat was down there. Maybe a few other spooky things have happened to me, but that's the one that really sticks out of my brain for anything ghost. And on that note, I'm not gonna talk and eat anymore. I'm going to just eat. I'm gonna put on something happy. Like New Girl. I don't know if that's gross. That just came out of my mouth, landed on my arm, and now I'm eating it again. Whatever. If you never hear from me again, just know that I love you guys. Maybe you should subscribe if you haven't yet, because we can tune in next week. Make sure I'm still here. All right, I'm gonna finish eating and stop blabbering. Yeah, that's it. I just something in my eye. All right, toodaloo! So I was just sitting here watching Parks and Recreation, and Dragon comes over and sits right on my lap and starts licking herself. And I was like, what the heck? Why are you so wet? I knew she was in the back laundry room, so I go over there. Bathroom's right there. I go into the bathroom. Where is their water? All on the floor in front of the open toilet. Needless to say, she just got a little bath. She's smelling much better, but she's not happy. She's not that happy. But I'm gonna keep her warm in the towel because cats can get cold really quickly. But that's how my night's going.